Hollywood, a place of shimmering dreams. But beneath the surface lies a dark underbelly, a place where power reigns supreme, and those who dare to challenge it often pay a steep price. This is the story of Jaguar Wright, a singer, an artist, a woman who dared to speak truth to power and found herself trapped in a nightmare.
Serve the paperwork for my shit. Why am I waiting? I was in the hospital for 9 days. They put me in on an A-PAL. I had bruises. My fucking thumb and my pinky was done from where they fucking stood on my back with the fucking handcuffs.
Wright knew the risks. She had seen the machine in action, the way it crushes dissent, silences voices. Yet she refused to be silenced. She went public with explosive allegations, aiming her words at some of the industry's biggest names. Accusations flew.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
He was working with R. Kelly and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all those records together. They both Aaliyah. They shared so much in common.
Secrets whispered in the shadows were dragged into the light. The reaction was swift, brutal. Wright found herself facing a mountain of legal challenges. Her career stalled, her reputation under attack.
No, everybody trying to figure out how to pay me off to shut me up because they think money gonna shut me up, and money ain't gonna shut me up. I don't give no about money. If I gave a about money, I would have continued a relationship to work with Jay-Z.
Was this the price of honesty?
His wife, soon as I find her, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna film it, put that shit on World Star. Fucker. Oh no, I have to make a complaint because my husband just assaulted me the other day over at Allure. He threatened to kill me, so I need to file a police report. But I need to get the legal information first. I'm gonna have all y'all motherfucking jobs. Y'all fucking hired that piece of shit Ramirez who likes to beat on women. You know, usually cops that beat on women have very small penises. I would know. My uncle was the chief of police. He had a small dick.
That was on my bond. That's no longer on my.
Wright's accusations were shocking. She named names, detailed encounters. Her voice, raw with emotion, painted a picture of a system rife with abuse.
I heard you. You're free, I see.
I mean, I don't know. Am I? Tasha said I was never getting out.
No, it doesn't do that. I'm going to need you and Tasha to have a conversation.
I need Tasha to go eat a god. Like, I need Tasha to go and save her son from playing in monkey shit.
She said that
the images are coming. He's in a pamper.
Oh my God.
Playing in monkey. Deep fakes are fabulous. So what's up? What do you wanna mediate, Adrian?
Well, what do you mean mediate?
That's what you're doing. You're trying to mediate.
You were not. Well, no, I'm not trying to mediate. Now, don't get me wrong. I did try to see if it was a possibility of like you and Josh that ever talked.
Didn't I try that last year before she had me arrested?
Well, y'all did, but y'all both were kind of like in agreement to like talk to each other.
That she can talk to the devil's that she's been dancing on for a couple years. Now, she interviewed with you and she had to say about me in real life street stars. What beef? No. What beef does that weirdo? Yeah, no, listen to me. She has an issue with me, not with real life.
How much more? What do you want from me?
I'm gonna tell you what I think her issue is with real life. If she has one, she never told me she had a problem with him. But I think it's because you said certain stuff over on their platform about her.
Jaguar has said some interesting things about your dad, who was married to Jackie's sister. She said that like your dad raped her before. You're laughing.
Because it's hilarious to me. It's really hilarious to me. My dad raped you. Girl, what?
Yeah, she said that like, your dad raped her.
And one of them was my sister's husband, but he wasn't her husband at the time. She married him after I told her that he raped me. And I had to be in the wedding. And I had to watch my father walk my sister down the aisle to my rapist who had a shit-eating grin like a Cheshire cat.
And it was all sanctioned by my mother.
How old were you when your sister's
I was 15.
Husband?
When I get what, who?
When your sister's husband, before he became
I was
her
15.
husband,
I was 14 and a half going on 15. He was 25.
and he raped you.
Yeah. I was asleep in her place. I was hiding from my dad because me and my dad had been beefing. She was still stripping at some trailer park trash place up the Northeast where all the drug addicts went. And he was supposed to have been going out of town. I went to the apartment to just hide from dad. She told me I could stay the night. I was like, I don't know, not if your man gonna be around because I ain't like the way he looked at me. She said, no, he's going to Atlanta with Chris and Hilton and all of them. So you're fine. I got to the house. Like I said, I always sleep with my clothes on if I'm not at home.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not at home in my bed, I ain't taking my clothes off around nobody. Still 43, and I'm still like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when I woke up, he was on top of me. He had pulled down my pants, rigged them around my ankles so I couldn't get away. He was already inside of me. He was smelled like crack and malt liquor, saying every kind of nasty thing that you could possibly think of about how long he had been waiting for that moment. And I'm coming out of my sleep like this. I fought him off of me. I got one of my legs out. I ran track. I made it about a half a mile before I could get dressed. And then I stopped. I was half dressed. I was half naked. Got dressed. I ran for about 2 miles until I caught the 554 bus back to town where we lived in at the time. And ran to my mom. When I told my mom was like, you know, if I was you, I wouldn't say anything to your sister. I said, what are you talking about? He's a fucking monster. This is what he done to me. She said, well, you know, women don't like hearing bad things about their men. Huh? I'm like, no, hell no. Then the next thing you know, I go talk to my sister. It can't go down. You cannot marry him. He's a monster. I'm telling you, this can't happen. Well, we'll see what he has to say about it. What the fuck do you mean you'll see what he has to, I'm telling you. Take me to the hospital. Take me to the police. Tell me. I wasn't allowed to go to the police. I wasn't allowed to go to the hospital. My father was lied to and told that if I came to him, I was making it all up because I was jealous she was getting married. They spreaded that story around my entire family. They ostracized me and then still made me be in the wedding for optics. I had to sing the Lord's fucking prayer. You know, Jada Pinkett, you know, had a lot of stuff said about her with her and Belial on her platform. You know, I mean, this is the kind of that has her nose shoved up everybody's.
She spoke of exploitation, of manipulation, of a culture that protected predators and punished the brave. Her words resonated with many. Here finally was someone willing to break the silence. She spoke about R. Kelly, a man whose history of alleged abuse was well documented. She accused Common of sexual assault.
Now the accounts from Common I was reading that you said it was your word. It was pretty graphic. I seen him come out and he ain't really say nothing about it. He did a video the other day. What made you come out on Common right now and pretty much?
Because he knew Malik. He knew Malik and he knew that the Roots was using Malik and he ain't post nothing for my brother. Much as you like to be associated with the Roots, why ain't you posting about Malik? I told everybody my first post. You can go back and check my feed. I'll be watching.
So, did Common sexually assault you?
I listen to me. I'm a rape survivor. I've been raped 7 times in my life. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've been sexually harassed. I've been gang raped twice. By the time I made it into the game, I was already traumatized.
A claim that sent shockwaves through the industry. These were not just accusations, they were public pronouncements, a direct challenge to the status quo. Wright's boldness was electrifying, but it came at a cost. She was labeled as unstable, a liar, her claims dismissed as the ramblings of a scorned woman. The whispers started, the doubts were sown. The backlash was immediate. Legal threats began to pile up. Wright found herself facing lawsuits, accusations of defamation. The legal system, often used to silence dissent, was now being wielded against her. The power imbalance was stark. On one side, a lone woman fighting for her truth. On the other, a multi-billion-dollar industry with an army of lawyers. Wright's career, once promising, began to crumble. Gigs dried up. Opportunities vanished. The industry that had once embraced her talent now seemed eager to erase her. The message was clear. This is what happens to those who speak out. This is the price of defiance. Fear and intimidation are powerful tools. They can silence even the most courageous. But Wright refused to back down. She continued to speak out, even as the walls closed in, even as the pressure mounted. Wright's story is not unique. It is a stark reminder of the power dynamics that govern Hollywood, a system built on silence and complicity, where image reigns supreme and truth is often sacrificed at the altar of profit. For years, whispers of abuse and exploitation have circulated through the industry. Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, the list goes on. Powerful men protected by a system that shielded them from accountability. It was only when brave individuals, often at great personal risk, came forward that the truth was finally exposed. Wright's story is a testament to the courage it takes to speak truth to power. It is a reminder that silence is not an option, that the fight for justice requires unwavering resolve. The future remains uncertain for Jaguar Wright. The legal battles continue. The scars of her fight are evident. But her spirit remains unbroken. She has shined a light on the dark corners of Hollywood, exposed the hypocrisy, challenged the status quo. Will her actions lead to real change? Will the industry finally confront its demons, or will it be business as usual? One thing is certain, Jaguar Wright's voice will not be silenced. Her story, a stark reminder of the price of truth, a call to action for an industry in desperate need of redemption.